should hopefully be better. Let me double check on my actual... Should hopefully be better. Let me double check on... Let's see if I... Where the fuck did I put that other thing? Oh god, I'm so disorganised. I apologise for all of this, by the way. This should hopefully be better now. I realised I may have accidentally fucked up my settings, which is why there was such bad screen tearing and lag and latency and whatever. I'm gonna just set this up again. Boop. Bosh. Boop. Right, okay. Now, let's see what this is like. Haha! Now, I must go to my other device to see if this is still fucking around. Oh, okay. Now, once I can see some screen movement here. Aha! Much better. Okay. I really apologise for whatever the hell was happening before. Burn France! Burn it to the ground. Well, yes. So, before I fucked literally everything up, or actually I might want to inform Hollow about the technical difficulties, just so, where did I... Let us get that. Now then, I'm just going to delete that previous stream. Or actually, no, someone did donate. I feel like that's a bit unfair. Okay, I'll consider that later. Right now, we're streaming. So, as before, I was rudely interrupted by my technical issues, and the amazing donation goal being beaten by 200%. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Minnie. Now, Wolf can't donate today. My card is in the mail, but I'll donate when it comes. Sylvan, you're my friend. You don't need to donate. You silly. Now, let's have a look at our... Oh, by golly fuck. I forgot that Castile starting rules are terrible. So, Europa Universalis 4. It is a map painting simulator. Essentially, it's all about building a huge empire, expanding it, and potentially, if you're good enough, conquering the world. I started as Castile, which, if you didn't know, is the predecessor state to modern-day Spain. This nation neighbouring us over here, Aragon, historically entered into what is known as a personal union with Castile. And that meant that they both had the same rulers, but they weren't united as countries. Now, when they did unite as countries, they formed the nation of... Let's go to here. Spain! Formed the Spanish nation, as you can see here. I have the ability to do that. I know, I'm very cool. So... Oh, okay. So, now we're back on track. Let us just describe the game plan. If this is working somewhat better. Oh, it still seems to be. Okay, this is the best I can get it at the moment, unfortunately. Apologies, everyone. I'm going to check our diplomatic relations. Yes, so Castile doesn't start with any sort of diplomatic situation, so no alliances or such. What has the game generated rivals-wise for me? If I would look at my diplomacy, the Mamluks, which is the Muslim Sultanate controlling Egypt and large parts of Syria and the Middle East over here. And I believe that's Morocco? Yes, that's Morocco. The Muslim Sultanate is ruling this north part of Africa, and if I look at the diplomatic mode, they have loads of vassals and cores down here, which means they essentially have control over all of this area. Apart from here, Ceuta, which is under the rule of Portugal, but as you can see, this place is of Moroccan culture and Sunni or Sunni Islam religion. So I bet the Polish will win. Well, funnily enough, in this game, the Polish here, as you can see, start in an interregnum. Now, this is because in the previous year, a crusade was called against the Ottoman Sultanate here, which is starting to invade up into the Balkans. Now, this crusade was called, and Poland and Hungary both invaded to try and push the Ottomans out of this area here. Unfortunately for the Polish and the Hungarians, their kings died in battle. So now they're in something known as an interregnum, which means that the nobility of these countries are trying to decide who the next king will be of these countries, because there is no direct line of succession. Now, historically, I believe, along with the normal thing that happens in this game, is that Poland selects the ruler of Lithuania here to become their king. I believe it's a Grand Duchy. Yes, the Grand Duchy, or the Grand of Lithuania. I believe they select the ruler of Lithuania normally to become their king, and so enter a personal union with them. Now, this is the predecessor to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which was a big superpower for many centuries in this part of Europe until Russia, Austria, and Prussia kind of squashed them. Which is why Poland has a large history of being invaded and trampled on. Okay, so, I unfortunately have to view the chat on my phone at this current moment. So, when is my next video? Well, I have about 2 weeks left of college. So, if I get enough free time within that, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. If not, probably a week after that. I don't really have a solidified schedule, so it's a bit of a struggle at the moment. Just taking a sip of tea. I bet the Polish will win. If you try to explain EU4, you'll spend 3 hours paused. Oh, yes, I know. I was just explaining some basics, because I know a lot of people don't actually know what this game is. But I'm going to start playing and just start talking about things that interest me. Mainly because we're here with all of these lovely nations on the map. I really like the colours for some of these nations. Like, my favourite example is this nice burgundy purple for Byzantium, or the Byzantine Empire, which, if you didn't know, is the successor state to the Roman Empire, and is almost dead. One of the major challenges you can take on in this game is trying to revive this empire when you're surrounded by this huge fucking nation here, known as the Ottomans, which are terrifying, not only in-game, but historically. So, let us start. I'm going to look at my estates, summon a diet. Now, let's see what missions I can get from these. Palencia, base attack at least 4. England's opinion, 100. Base production. I want England to have 100 opinion of me. Will they ally me? No. Will they royal marry me? No. I want to get an alliance with England as quickly as possible, because, as someone suggested in chat, I think we should try and invade France. As you can see at the start of this game, France is quite fractured, with this part of northern France, which was typically owned by a somewhat Celtic culture known as Bretons. They had independent rule for quite a while before the French started to rule them. And this part, known as Normandy, and this part, known as, I believe, Gascon, is owned by England. Because the English have a claim to the French throne through marriage and royal dynastic politics and such at this current time, which is what has led to the current political situation between England and France, known as the 100 Years' War, it's called, which we're at the tail end of now, I believe, in the start date. History lessons with Wolf. Is it lagging a lot? Unfortunately, I think the visuals might suck on your guys' end, because I've slightly improved it, I think, with what I changed, but unfortunately I would have to end the stream again if I want to do that, and I don't want to create too many issues by constantly doing this, because that's just irritating. So it may just be very laggy gameplay of EU4 with me talking history and stuff that interests me, I guess. So we are gonna rival back the Mamluks and Morocco, because if we do that, we can gain points if we defeat them in wars and other sort of diplomatic actions, which give us loads of bonuses. And the real one we want here is that if we have at least 50 of this power projection, we get one more to each of these monarch points, which is basically the bread and butter of this game. You may not know what the fuck is going to go on, so apologies. I am going to... Should I sell Crownland? Yes, might as well. Actually, that depends on my force limit, I guess. Yeah, I will. Now, Mariana's infantry. Ooh, interesting. I did not know about that. I have 2 12 stacks, 9 infantry, 3 cavalry, 8 infantry, 4 cavalry. Okay, we're going to send you boys up here. And I am going to recruit some infantry for 5, 6, 7, and then we'll get 2 cavalry. And I do not have enough manpower to, unfortunate. Now, the current ruler of Spain is not very good, but this fella, Mr. Enrique over here, is even worse. The lowest possible stats he can have, and he has the infertile trait, which means that the chance of us getting a new heir to our dynasty is ridiculously and stupidly low. So, I may disinherit him. This depends on what's available on our mission tree, because there might... Plus Ultra! Okay, very subtle reference, EU4 devs. I see. Prepare Reconquista. Is this to manpower at least? Total 8, yes. Claims in Aragon. Yep. Western Sicily area. Yep. Manpower and okay, yeah. Reach my naval force limit as well, I guess. We'll buy some barks for trading. Trade. Truly the pinnacle of late medieval Europe. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore, I'm gonna be honest. The Queen of England was probably alive at this time. I think she might have even predated the Big Bang. Yes. What are Castile's benefits? Glad you asked. So, interesting, one of my favourite mechanics in this game is that most nations have unique, what are they called, ideas. And at the start of the game, they start with traditions, which give them bonuses to certain things. So Castile gets 15% morale for armies, and marine force limit. I believe that's the marine may be a unique infantry thing that we just saw in the builder over there. And once we unlock all of these ideas, we get global settler increase plus 25, which allows us to colonize over here in the undiscovered new world as of yet. But we can discover it if we so wish, and I may go down that path quite early on. Now, I'm going to set... do I have any generals? Yes. Okay, Brilliant. Now, I might want to save my manpower so I can invade Granada here and complete what is known as Reconquista, which, if you didn't know, fun history fact, most of Spain used to be owned by lots of Muslim caliphates down here from the south. Through campaigns of reconquest, through religious justification known as Reconquista, Castile grew all the way down to here, and Granada is the last foothold of Muslim rule in Iberia, or Spain. Okay, yep. Full speed. Anything else I would like to do? Disputed successions. Any places I could enter into a personal union with if I did this correctly? Perhaps, but I think for now I may actually just, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to disinherit this god-awful heir, which will give me some issues when it comes to bonuses, but minus 20% improved relations. That actually sucks terribly. Okay, that's not nice. Improve relations with England. Did I rival my good old buddy France? I cannot rival France, possibly because they have too high relations with me. I don't want to rival Burgundy either, because you can inherit Burgundy through an event if you marry them, I believe. So we will improve relations with Burgundy as well. We are going to invade France at a later date, and we're going to go all the way down here and have fun with the remnants of the Muslims in Iberia. What year is this? So it says up here in the right, 1444. So we are at the cusp at the end of the High Medieval era in Europe. And the Renaissance, let me show you in the Institutions tab. The Renaissance is going to start around 1450, somewhere in Italy here. And that is going to enter us into the area beyond the medieval period. This game runs from 1444 to 1821, I believe. So, it runs through a long period of history. Yeah. And this is all about empire building. Now, I'm going to separate all my trading ships from my main navy, set them to trade in that trade node, and I am going to, can I not, I was about to say, where's the mothball function? No, here we go, mothball, so they cost me less money, which is really convenient. Now then, I want to reclaim as much manpower as I can quickly. I'm earning enough money to get some advisors, which would be really fucking nice, because I have low monarch point generation at the moment. Diplo to cancel, that might cancel out my bad trait up here, so that's nice. National manpower modifier, I would like, thank you very much. Now, let us start running the game itself. Oh my. Oh, that is... Okay, that's slightly better. The start of the game lags a lot harder than when I normally run it. My specs for this laptop aren't great, so I run the game quite slow anyway. But did the Renaissance happen yet? I might know the history of Lagunica more than the real world. I'm not opposed to a history lesson. Time to dethrone and set up a new monarchy. Isn't that the 1600s? No. The Renaissance started around the 1450s, I believe, in Italy. I wouldn't really say there was a direct place where it started, like the game perceives it to be. It was more just a cultural and scientific kind of evolution in this area, and it changed the world for forever, essentially. It changed the way people think about things like religion and politics and such. Also, the political situation of Italy in its current moment is quite interesting. While we're letting that run and stuff can progress, I would like to talk about it because I find it interesting. By the way, I'm no expert on these kinds of fields. I just know a bit of general knowledge. So, Venice. You may have heard of this. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world, over here. And, at this time in history, it is a very powerful trading empire here in the Mediterranean. In fact, it is one of the main reasons why the Byzantine Empire over here is so weak, because it sacked Constantinople during one of the Crusades. It encouraged the sack of Constantinople to gain territory, like the island of Crete here. And Corfu, I believe it's called. Yes, Corfu. So yes, Venice is a very interesting nation to play and to witness grow. Currently in this area of Germany and these Slavic nations over here, like Czechoslovakia, or what is now known as Bohemia, and Silesia, are under a system of rule known as the Holy Roman Empire, where the emperor is elected among the nobles of this place, and they gain authority. Historically, this place was very politically divided and quite a mess, which is quite well represented here, as you can see with all the different colours of nations here. It was a very inefficient system, and it led to lots of issues within the nation itself. I'm going to unite my stack of army here, if it would. There we go. Brilliant. Yes, so the Renaissance will happen as an event. It can generate as soon as the 1450s roll around. So in about 5 years, the game will do, like, I believe, a check every month to see if the Renaissance generates. And when it does, it will tell me where it spawns in Italy. So I can hopefully develop it in my nation and get it quickly, because it gives bonuses to technology, which gives me lovely modifiers and new things like buildings, which I would love to have access to. Economically, do we have a gold mine? Yes, that's why my inflation is increasing. Where would that... La Mancha. I see. Now, I need my manpower at 60%. How best could I... Yes, okay, so let's see if diplomatically I can offer alliance. Royal marriage, no. Perfect. Alliance with England, got. If they go to war at France here, they may ask me to help them, which I will do if I can, because the combined power of France and Castile will definitely be able to crush France if they do not have an ally like, say, Austria. Or maybe Hungary. It depends on how bad I manage my armies. Royal marriage for the royal ties and the nice little relation bonus. I'm going to turn down the maintenance of my army so I can make more casheroony. You live in Corfu? Oh, fascinating! I don't know about the future history of Corfu, unfortunately. I don't know much about it. But that's really, really cool. I'm loving the diversity. Venice is like Priscilla, exactly. In fact, it's made reference to in the web novel of ReZero, that it's Super thinks it's like Venice. It's a beautiful city. I may visit one day, if I can. Now, fun fact, this nation here, a lot of people may not have heard of, is called the Papal State. Because yes, the Catholic Pope, at this period in history, actually ruled over land. And had a lot of power influence in Italy. this slowly degraded over the many centuries, and we are now modern day. There is no such thing as the Papal States. It's just the Vatican City, which is a small part of Rome. I can't really geographically show it, but it's a independent city with the Pope at its head, and I believe it has technically no permanent population. Lovely jubbly. Ooh, that green tea is good. Personal union. Oh, with England, yes, because I'm married. Am I married to Aragon by any chance? I'm not. Okay. Might as well marry Aragon. Hope I get the event that allows me to, you know, take orders. Ooh, do I see I see stability. I like a lot. I like bonuses from stability. Come on, let me royal marry you. There we go. So, I think our first goal here is to complete this first mission called Prepare Reconquista, where we must have a total navy size of 100% of the force limit that's available, and army, and 60% manpower, and we are closing on that very slowly. Granada has pretender rebels. Well, just destabilize your nation more, please. I would love to invade in the near future. I will build up to force limit then. Unfortunately taking down our manpower, but I need to anyway. I'm going to mothball my forts so I get more income. Can we visit the New World in this game? Yes, that's actually a big part and a major focus on some of the expansions. So, the way we access the New World is we unlock the idea, exploration, the diplomatic idea, and we can use our ships to explore this area of the world, and then once we unlock a colonist, we can colonize it, because it's very accurate to real life in the way empires were built. Spain was probably the most active power in the New World as well, and probably gained the most resources out of it. So it makes historical sense for us to do that. Depends on whether or not we want to be historical, I guess. On the other hand, we can focus more on Europe and just conquering in general. But I believe you do gain a lot of monetary value from. What time period is the ReZero world as compared to our world in terms of culture technology? That's a difficult thing to answer because there's a multitude of things. So, the kind of like knightly system of Lagunica, for instance, wasn't really a thing in medieval Europe per se. Knighthood for the majority of medieval Europe was just like a job, like shock cavalry, like mounted horseback combat and such. Like you were trained professional warriors. There were I don't believe there are many scenarios where they were like a sort of, you know, noble class of sort. Obviously, most knights were nobles, but like that had a huge presence at court. I'm not so certain on that. When it comes to technologically, I would say that perhaps I know there is use of bow and arrow technology, and I believe there are uses of longbows. So technologically, the furthest it gets, I think, is around this time period. Although they do have certain things like magic, which kind of changes your way you could view their technological advancements in that world. Isn't the Vatican considered an independent state currently? Yes. Yes, it is. Wolf, I will not settle for anything else other than a one tag, one faith, one culture, one conquest. Mate, I have absolute... Oh, I am so bad at this game. You know. I like playing the game, don't get me wrong, but I'm not good at it. That is two very different things. Hardy seamen. Okay. Why was France so loyal to the Papal States? I don't know much about this, but from what I can remember, I know that France politically was involved very much with the Papal States as an ally, because they had interests in northern France over here. Also because, you know, it benefits you politically to be close to literally, like, the messenger of God for the majority of the religion here, as you can see in Europe. Like, all of this is predominantly Catholic, which means that, you know, the Pope here has a lot of authority, especially considering how tithing works in the Catholic Church and how much money they receive. The Papal States was a huge power in this period in history. End goal, colonize Antarctica. I don't believe you can do that in this game because technologically it would not be possible in the dates shown. Yes, and traditionally the Pope can crown the Holy Roman Emperor because the first Holy Roman Emperor, Charlemagne, was crowned by the Pope. Although the relationship between the Pope and the Holy Roman Empire was very much tense in around this period in history in particular, because like they the Pope felt like they were the only one who could determine who could crown the Holy Roman Emperor. So it became a process that was very political, which caused lots of tensions. There will be blood, my king. What's this? Lose Aragon. Oh, fuck it then. My king, the rumor is spreading that Ragusa is preparing to attack Herzegovina. Ah, is this? Yes. So, Ragusa here was a little trading merchant republic over here near the Balkans. I'm trying to think of what other interesting history stuff I could talk about here. Don't ruin my Arthurian immersion. Oh, we are nowhere near what you would consider Arthurian time period. Pretender rebels is the... Are we in the War of the Roses right now, England? We are! I see. So, England is currently in a historical event that can be triggered in-game, known as the War of the Roses, which was a civil war that broke out in England to determine who should be king. This gives a lot of negative... Do you think magic in ReZero stumps the growth of new technology as people only use magic to solve problems? Is the Enlightenment an event in this game? Yes, the Enlightenment is one of the institutions, as it's called, which are major historical events. Enlightenment is the second to last one. Yes. Now, the other question. Do you think magic in ReZero stumps the growth of new technology as people only use magic to solve problems? Yeah, this is a typical thematic subject that's brought up in a lot of fantasy that have magic. Is that once you gain a sort of thing like that, it kind of stumps the need in some areas to technologically develop. So magic development is more of an importance to many people than you know, the technological conveniences. So I can see the... Look at Genoa attacking the Byzantines. Oh no, they're not. Oh my god. So, Venice has taken this province from the Byzantines. Epirus is taking this province from the Byzantines. Genoa has taken this province from the Byzantines. They are only going to have Byzantium left. And they're under siege from the Ottomans. The Byzantines are already dead. Okay. But yes, when it comes to magic in ReZero, the main focus is on the development of magic itself, because it's such a useful thing. Oh, more corruption. Yuck. Let me increase the rooting out of that. Nasty mechanic. Nah, joking. When it comes to magic in ReZero, the main focus is on the development of that, from what I can tell. So, unfortunately, when it comes to technological progress, it seems like the world of ReZero has been kind of stuck in the same place for at least centuries, technologically. Do you have a moment for our Lord and Saviour, Volcanica? Why, yes, I do. If we worshipped Volcanica over here in Castile, I'm sure nothing could ever go wrong. I'm losing great power status. Oh no! Not the great and mighty nation of Castile with my shite rule. Oh my god. Oh my god, my Queen Consort is 54 years old. I'm sorry, lady, but you need to die so I can get an heir. Oh god. But could I get... Yes, I can get an alliance. Could I get... It's very good that I can get... I can get a Royal Marriage of Burgundy. Lovely. The Renaissance is here, everyone. As I said. Yes. Now, let's read this event because I actually like this. The Renaissance. Since the 14th century, the wealthy and the powerful in the Italian city-states have been patronising artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. As a cultural movement, the Renaissance already encompasses most of the region and has a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. Humanist scholars are also analysing the society in which they live, comparing it to the ideals of the classical philosophers. At the turn of 1451, Renaissance humanism has grown into a more mature movement, ready to permeate all aspects of society. A new ideal for rulers, as well as those who are ruled, is spreading as quickly as the early printers can distribute copies of these new ideas. A true Renaissance humanist is an expert on everything from politics and philosophy to art, textual analysis, music, and architecture. The Renaissance is now ready to reshape the world to better fit in classical ideals. This changes everything. And yes it does. It spawned in Naples, their capital, Napoli. Oh yes, I am losing power projection. Do I have any other options? Oh yes, I can actually rival France now, which is what I wanted to do. Perfect. Now then, am I stopping losing PP? Yes, I am. Thank fuck, because PP is very nice. Not power projection, not the weird PP. The rip Byzantines, yeah. Oh my god, they're dead. They're just dead. Okay, well, that's the. I think that's some of the fastest I've seen them die in this game, actually. So, rip the Byzantines, I guess. Wouldn't magic be symbiotic with technology? Magic is akin to electricity, just a part of science. That very much is dependent on the magic system of the fantasy universe we're talking about. Is the big thing, because in a lot of, say, very hard magic systems, the consort is dead, which means we are perfect, lovely. So we can actually get an heir if possible. That would be nice. Back to the magic subject. It's very dependent on the story itself as to whether magic is really a science or not. Because magic feels, in ReZero to me, at least, very spiritual, in a sense. Rather than very much spiritual arts, for that sense. But in a religious terms, kind of, yeah. But the point we're talking about when it comes to magic in ReZero's world itself is that because magic exists as a concept, there is less need for technological development, therefore technological development stagnates. Because they can solve their problems with magic, so they have no need to go out of their way to technologically develop such. I mean, even in Arc 4, Subaru tries to do something with scientific knowledge he knows from Earth, and it just doesn't seem to work. Now, it could be because he messed up how he did it, or it could be because the way he understands science and such just doesn't work in ReZero's world. It could be that, for all we know. Lovely. Do. And we are building up our prestige. Okay, have I got the mission completed yet? No. Number of generals, at least one. Oh, fuck. Okay, so we can fix this very easily. I don't want to give my ruler my command, because they are more likely to die. And this will give me claims that I want. Perfect. I'm going to boost up my army maintenance, so my soldiers are getting paid and actually are willing to fight for me. Now we can invade Grenada, and I'm pretty confident. Who do they have as allies? Tunis and Morocco. Let's have a look at the troop count here. We should be absolutely fine. Brilliant. Dispute of succession. England. Still. Interesting. Watching Wolf play this is therapeutic. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But I'm enjoying it, so I'm glad you are too. Is this the event where I lose diplomatic power or prestige? Diplomatic power is the most useless monarch point, but fuck it, we're negative anyway. And the way prestige works is that if you're in a negative, it normally ticks up due to decay. So I don't mind doing that. Yeah, making ReZero a hard magic system wouldn't be nice. I mean, out of all of the magic systems in ReZero, the most hard is probably authorities because of their specific conditions and such. But that's going into spoiler territory for some people, so I would like to avoid that. Culture is more important than technology, like ocean, for example. Both are linked, in my opinion, and they affect each other. The culture of a society can determine the rate of technological development and such, and their attitude towards it. But support independence from source. Oh, interesting. No, thank you. To war we go, ladies and gentlemen. To war we go. Boop. Boop. Yes. Now. Would you be more of a spirit user or focus on your magic user using your own game? Well, it very much depends on my circumstances in the ReZero world. Personally, I think I would, my gate attribute-wise would be Yang or Light, which is a very focused on support kind of magic. It has some offensive spells, I believe. One is called Jizwald, I believe, which is like a beam of light you can fire. But unfortunately, if my theory is correct about people from Earth having underdeveloped gates because they don't really interact with magic at all, I can very easily damage my gate and not be able to train it properly. I don't know what my spirit affinity would be, but if it was high enough for me to contract, I would use it. Because I think it's the superior form of magic. Potential wise, you like potentially with spirit arts you can do a lot more. Gotta head out for a bit. If you need any help with anything, Wolf, DM me. Oh, thank you, Sylvan. Bye. So let us go forward with this war because I'm running out of tea and losing patience. The good old British way of taking things out on other people and then stealing all their resources and land. See? I am British. I am. I'm playing my role well. Oh, fuck. Is my trading fleet still doing its thing? Oh, thank God, it's back home. Whew. Okay. I was a bit worried that I was just dooming all my people to death. Wolf, what do you think about the religion creating stagnation during the early 1000s? Okay. Like I've said earlier, I'm no expert on this, and this is just my opinion of my very, very shallow knowledge of the subject. But in my opinion, the biggest thing that stops development is a lack of diversity, or diversity of ideas. Now, because Catholicism was so dominant in Europe at the time, and a lot of other places in the world had very dominant religious presence in the areas and wasn't as diverse as it could ideally be, it kind of reduced the ability for technology to develop, unfortunately. How's China at this time? China's quite the interesting nation at this time, because China has its own unique mechanics in the game, but historically China is always suffering through a lot of unrest, unfortunately, because the way they determine legitimacy of rule in China is through something known as the Mandate of Heaven, which is essentially saying that if things are going well in the country, then the emperor has the right to rule, but if things are going wrong and the droughts and such are going on, it is a sign from the heavens that the emperor has lost their right to rule, their divine right to rule, which meant that when things went wrong in China, rebellions were typical. So China is a very unstable nation at this period in time. Also remember that the Min Empire, as it's called at the moment, which is the ruling dynasty, it controls a large swath of territory with huge amounts of population for the time, so it's very difficult to manage, which is why the bureaucratic system of Chinese rule was established in the first place, to just rule that huge swath of land and people. Doesn't Julius use a Yang spiritual bonus power? I believe so, yes, because Yang spells can buff allies or yourself, like your strength. Yang magic, offensive magic spells can be a bit overpowered, yes. The only issue seems to be the mana requirements. Yeah, Yin and Yang both have very heavy mana requirements because they're so specialised in what they can do. Back to focusing on taking Granada. Because I'm a greedy little girl. Haha, funny. I have been streaming for 40 minutes. I am proud of myself. Oh, Battle of the Straits of Gibraltar. Excuse me. Oh, so my navy has been going back out this entire time. Well, that's a stupid mistake. You can't steal land you already own. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Am I getting navally invaded at all? No, I'm not. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Do I have an heir yet? I do not. And my leader is getting up there in age. Ooh, we could have a succession crisis on our hands. Nice bit of European royal politics, am I right? Hello, someone whose name is in Cyrillic, so I cannot pronounce your name. Hello. Rule Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves. I may be playing Spain, but basically I'm British, so I don't know what I was doing there. Kind of lost it a bit. Just waiting for these sieges to tick down so I can take this country for everything it's worth. Yes, China, when it comes to society, culture, art, and technology, is very developed in this time period. It has huge connections when it comes to trade through the Silk Road, so it's bringing in a lot of cash and wealth. So yeah, huge amounts of development. Unfortunately, when it adopts isolationist policies, it stagnates that growth later on in history and becomes easy pickings for European powers. So that's the unfortunate tale when it comes to China. I believe its nickname was the Sick Man of Europe at the time, which is quite tragic, in my opinion. If Chinese Emperor lost his mandate, he's been constantly attacked by millions of peasantry zombie swarms and dies. When does Catalonia come into play, Wolf? I don't remember if Catalonia has any sort of tags in this game. Let me double check. Yes, Catalonia does have cores here, and the culture here is Catalan. The main part, I believe, when it comes to Catalonia, of my very limited knowledge of this area in particular, is that the Catalan language kind of developed over here. It became a sort of unique culture from Spain. So once it was united and Spain started to strip their autonomy, they took issue with it and they wanted to be more independent. So I can't remember what time in history it was, but I believe during the Napoleonic era when Napoleon invaded Spain. I may be wrong, but I believe Catalonia did declare independence from Spain for a short period of time. Did the Black Plague happen yet? Yes, it did. Was it the 13th or the 12th century? Was it the 14th, 13th, or the 12th century? I can never remember the exact century of date for the Black Death, but it's definitely past, yes. And it has changed Europe's landscape forever. I believe it was the percentage of population that died was maybe like a third or 2/3 of the population of Europe died, which set back years and years in Europe as a whole. Black Death killed many people. Many people. Like, it's insane the number of people that died due to the Black Death. How long till I get my peace deal game? Very soon, I think. Depending on what it's like with the war for the other peeps in here. Do I know any languages other than English? No, I do not. And unfortunately, I'd always been interested to learn others, like say Japanese or German, but I do not have a very good mindset when it comes to learning language, so I've never done so. I did learn some French and Spanish in school, but because I changed school so much, I never really was able to learn it properly. Religion in the early thousands spreading education, advancing science. Clergy became the most educated at the time, and only later they started. Okay, yeah, that is the other side to it. Yeah, the clergy did teach many people how to read and write and such, but many of the issues that came with that was unique to Latin. So a lot of native languages weren't taught. A lot of people weren't taught their native language literacy when they were educated from that source, which was a problem. Dupe, yep. Sick Man of Asia, yeah. Did I say Sick Man of Europe? Apologies if I did. I meant the Sick Man of Asia. Ooh, government reform. What can we do? I want to curtail no privileges because I want more money. Give it to me. I am lacking an advisor at the moment. Let's fix that. I still haven't got an heir. I believe we may have a succession crisis on our hands soon. That is kind of scary. We're no longer considered a great power. Where? Boo. So sad. Sick man of Europe was the Ottomans. Yes, yeah. So it's because I was saying on the fly, but yeah, the sick man of Europe was considered the Ottomans late during the empire when it began to collapse around World War One. Supwolf. Hi, Flopper, if I said your name correctly. So, now we're going to wait for the war score to tick up, because I do not have the navy to combat these nations over here and manually defeat them, so I guess it depends on demand 16 war score. Yeah, okay. Unless I can mobilise a navy to confront them, I can unmothball my navy. I can probably build a couple more heavy ships and grab a couple galleys, and then we should be in business. Yes, Catalonia did declare independence for 1.5 years, while Portugal got swallowed under Britain's rule to survive from the French Napoleon invasion. Yes, Napoleon installed, I believe it was his brother, on the throne of Spain, and then invaded Portugal. You are correct, yes. Napoleon is a very interesting historical figure, but all by himself. To make places in Europe that typically wouldn't ally together ally to defeat you, you must have been a huge threat, right? Napoleon represented a huge problem for other empires in Europe at the time. A shared interest. I could gain a point of admin? Oh, damn it, didn't. But 100 points of admin is still lovely. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Do I have no maintenance for my army right now? I do. Why not? Why is it not? Oh, is it recovery? It's not. Oh. Ooh. Warriors do not read books. Oh, it's this event. Why, thank you very much. More costly technology, huh? Lovely. Wolf, are you going to colonise India and Indonesia for the sweet money? Indonesia is a lot easier to colonise than India, because India doesn't really have any directly colonisable provinces through the game's mechanic of colonisation. I'd have to actually manually invade the nations in India. But yeah, that's I don't think I'm going to get that done in this stream. This game takes a long time to play. If you guys are interested, I may continue this campaign on stream until I inevitably fuck it up and we play a different start as a different country. But yeah, it's a miracle that Subaru didn't get sick by a common disease leading to a death. Will be very actually, yeah. This is a thing, right? If you travel back far enough in time or travel to another world, the diseases that they have and the diseases you have will be completely unique. So, everyone's dying. And nobody has any resistances, so everyone's fucked. Let's get... Oh, no, thank you. Right, we're gonna get my navy to fuck it up. And Britons will never be slaves rule Britannia. Yes, this is a very interesting historical fact. Due to that Napoleonic invasion, the royal family of Portugal fled to Brazil. And that led to the future political situation where Brazil declared independence and became an empire. Yes. Oh my god, I have a Lancaster on my throne because my king died. So yes, we have an English noble on the Spanish throne. Congratulations, everyone. They're ruled by the English yet again. Well, this ain't historically accurate. Whoops. Do I have any enough military power to increase my... I do not. Liberty design subjects. Oh, not bad trait. If I had any subjects, it'd be more useful, but maybe we'll get some in the future. Who knows? UK and Portugal has one of the longest allied relations in EU. Yes. They've had a long, century-spanning relationship that's changed politically sometimes along the way, but it's been pretty consistently allies. Yeah, you are correct. Oh fuck! I may have just buggered my my ship here. Main Navy, there we go. In for the rescue. Fun fact. Black Death lowered global average temperature because of increased forest areas since people weren't cutting them for agricultural fields. Oh, fascinating! I knew events like that could affect the climate itself, because it stops human interference with it. But that's a very interesting fact. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. How we are for the peace at the moment. Okay, we are still struggling on that end. Once all my ships are complete, we're going to see if we can... Damn, Black Death is saving the planet better than we are. You should colonise Bangladesh. Oh, poor Bangladesh. Britain came on... Oh, no. No, oh my god, they didn't. England may have just claimed the throne of Castile right now, which means... They may try to invade me and establish them under their rule. Yes, I'm not kidding. England may try to make it so their king is king of Spain. This is what? Oh, hi, New. I'm streaming. Yes, I am. I'm just playing EU4, talking history and European politics at the time. Very, very fun. Very fun. Not for these poor Grenadians down here. Oh, lovely. I'm saying 100%. Give me all of your shite. Reconquista completed. Historical event. Yeah, see? I think it was ruled by the Delhi Sultanate right now. I don't believe Bangladesh historically at this moment was under the rule of the Delhi Sultanate. It was under the rule of a Sultanate. I don't believe it was the Delhi one, though. I may be incorrect on that, but that's how the game displays it, at least. Changes to Catholic. You see, I guess it makes more sense for me to expel the people here. But I would like to roleplay as myself. Well, I know, very good roleplaying. And I don't... I would like to not expel religious and ethnic minorities. I do like to be nice. I'm a benevolent English ruler, you know? Ah, yes. The most English name ever. Enrique the Fourth Lancaster. Oh, that's great. The come to Brazil guy is me. I'm here already. Well, maybe I'll come to you and take over Brazil as Spain. Not historically accurate, but hey. Is Monty Python's Flying Circus still widely known and popular between British people? If we Russians had something so genius in the last quarter of the previous century, it would be in our cultural heritage. I know Monty Python is a big pop culture thing over here in Britain, but I haven't personally experienced any of Monty Python's work. Apart from maybe 1 or 2 clips on YouTube. So, I can't speak on that, unfortunately. Still, Enrique the Fourth Lancaster. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's made me giggle. Oh, we're great power again. Look at this one. We're moving up in the world, boys. Ladies and gentlemen. Onto the true faith. Yep. Subjugate Navarra. Could I vassalize Navarra? Possibly? Maybe? Possibly? Maybe? Alliance options. It's a vassal under Aragon? It's personal union under Aragon? Motherfucker! They're allied to you, the AI is done. Yeah, they are, but typically I probably would have done the same in that situation. I would have actually taken advantage of it and taken the Castilian throne. But yeah, the AI is probably not going to take advantage of it, which means they are a bit dumb. Yeah. I mean, that's not new. AI in games, especially Paradox games, is inadequate, to say the least. I'm going to summon the diet again, because I forgot to make sure I was following the cooldown on that. Have 90 legitimacy. Ooh, diplomatic reputation until my death of the ruler. Oh, I really like that. I'm willing to upgrade this with military points then. Especially since we're ahead in technology military-wise. Lovely jubbly. I love that strength and government mechanic. Otherwise, getting legitimacy would be so much more difficult. Austria is getting invaded by Burgundy. Excuse me? Oh my god! I have never seen this in a campaign before. Austria getting wrecked this early. What are they at war for? They're guarding... Oh my... They're not part of the Holy Roman Empire and they're attacking... Oh my god! Oh, that's amazing. When COVID hit, carbon emissions went down for a time. Yes, they did. Yeah, that was a nature reclaiming the world for a short while, I guess. Yeah. I actually need to pay attention to the game a bit more. Whoopsies. We're going to put you all here and mothball. How rebels? They are not doing shit. Perfect. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves, and Britain shall never ever 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 be slaves. Rule Britannia. England's breaking their alliance with me. Oh fuck. Domineering? Oh, they might, if they're clever enough, they might actually take advantage of the situation and actually invade me. Well, that would be a bit of a surprise. Might as well ally with Aragon then. Oh, that's true. I would like... I still can't believe I have a Lancaster on the throne of Castile. Oh, I'm sorry, but it just makes me really giggle. Lancaster on the throne of fucking Castile. Oh, only I could achieve this stupidity. The royal consort is a better ruler than I am. It would be unfortunate if I were to die, wouldn't it? My god! Burgundy and Austria are on fire right now! What is going on in this game? If Wolf manages to get PU'd by Portugal or Aragon, I have to go out of the room for a minute. Through the window! I told you, I enjoy the game, but I'm not good at it. I'm not. Oh my god. Let's have a look at my mission tree again. I've not actually... Number of explorers, at least one. Oh my... Oh, this is a unique event. We get an Inquisitor. Oh, motherfucker. Stability, yeah. Yeah, free stability. Look at that. Oh, yeah. They asked us to analyse Monty Python skits in my school as well. Oh, I never got that in my school. Your school life sounds way more interesting than mine. Am I? Oh my god, if I die, I get in a succession war between England and France. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh. Hey, Wolf, having fun? Yes, I'm having lots of fun. Talking to everyone about history and watching this very weird EU4 game descend into absolute chaos. Who's holding the Roman Empire right now? Still Austria. How old's Austria? 43. And they're going to get elected. Oh my god, almost every elector is voting for Austria. That doesn't normally happen when I'm playing in the Holy Roman Empire. Hoo-hoo. France owns Maine, so I'm guessing England surrendered. Ah, Henry Tudor is the heir because they completed the War of the Roses events. Interesting. Started streaming 69 minutes ago. Got here just in time. Yes. Yes, you did. It's a shame I don't. Let's see if I can get an Inquisitor. Ooh! Renaissance time! Lovely jubbly. What do those noises mean? Oh no! Oh, someone donated. Having fun? Yes! Yes, I am. Thank you, Cameron, for the $5. $5 dues. I return. Hi, Sylvan! I'm still getting a personal union. What is 5% idea cost? Why can't you rule instead of this guy? Fuck! If I was able to do that, I would. I would. I gained a core province, brilliant. Did I get an Inquisitor? I did not. Oh well. Statify this. Corridor. And lovely jubbly. Oh, I might want to mothball the forts. Yep. And then I want to start converting. Yep. My name is Olmuz. It can be translated to diamond in your language. Just call me Day. Okay. Hi, Day. Wolf is literally getting puppeted by France and England. Yes, as you can see, I'm not a very competent ruler in Renaissance Europe. Okay. Pagani and succeeding in Hungarian other countries being bumped up. Just EU4. Yeah. Oh, the war's actually. Oh my god. I want to see what we've got here for Austria. I have a weak air. Okay. I can ally Austria. Ooh, tempting. Grenadian separatists. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit spooky. Gonna move my boys out of there. So if they do rise up, they don't insta fucking sack wipe my huge armies. That would not be nice. Could? Oh no. Could I? No, not Grenadian. Oh, a separatist, damn it. If I'm able to encourage Sunni uprising, I might be able to convert Castile to Sunni Islam. I've learned more history during the stream than my entire high school years. I don't know if that's a compliment for me or an insult to your school's to your education system. I'm going to take it as the latter, which is unfortunate because learning about history is always interesting. Oh, Britannia, Britannia, the waves, and Britain shall never ever be slaves. Oh, Britannia, Britannia, all the waves. Yep. Still need to gain more legitimacy. And here's our revolt. Boop. Ah, fuck. Lack of demand for draperies. Oh no, not the draperies. Yes, I made it in time for a wolf sheep. Oh, hi, Barbo! The most terrifying sound. Donation notifications, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, no. Money. Hello, Classified. Interesting name, for sure. We've been streaming for about an hour and 13 minutes now. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna... Once we get full morale here, I'm gonna select both of these armies to attack the rebel scum. Trying to rightfully declare their independence. Who the fuck do they think they are? Hello, in fact, says Beatrice. The Beatrice is in my stream? I'm honoured. Bayako! No. Oh, fuck, I mass selected my units. There we go. Better. We have 21 live viewers right now. Thank you all for continuing to watch, despite the technical difficulties from me setting up the stream and my lack of, I guess, what would you call it? Charisma? I don't know. Papa Bingu, Wolf is just about to get paid by Portugal and ready to quit this company. I will not rage quit. I will have you know. Oh my god! Maybe I will. What is this? What is this event? The Christian clergy always regarded the Morisco converts to Christianity with suspicion. Oh, I'm assuming this is in relation to the Andalusians who did convert from Sunni Islam to Catholicism being treated by the clergy as not too well. What are Christian suspicions? The Moors have enthroned a new king of Granada. Oh my. This is not good for me. And I need to go help that. Luckily, because my units were there, they took the terrain penalty, which is lovely. Jubbly. Right, I'm just gonna wipe these rebel scum off the... Do a Pirate Republic Sunni New Providence. I have nowhere near enough experience to know how to do that efficiently or properly. So unfortunately, that is okay. Wolf, what do you think of Natsumi? Well, I think Natsumi is a hilarious thing in the story of ReZero as a concept. But like, if Subaru, if that was genuinely with female genitalia, I'm sorry, I would be interested. Natsumi, best girl. Don't forget. Don't forget. Oh, well, just took a chunk out of my manpower. Strengthen government again. Wolf, a ruler must never show weakness by educating the unwashed masses. Oh my god. Wolf, are you familiar with the Emu War? Yes, I am. The most memey war in history. Well, not really an official war, but politically for Australia, at least, yeah. Yeah, a very funny, a very funny event in history, that's for sure. Pirate Republic Sunni sounds like a plot from Seinfeld. Oh, that would be a whack alternate history thing right there. Any disputes? Oh, Burgundy, please let me inherit Burgundy. That would be so... That would be historically accurate and really, really cool. Serbia's getting invaded by the Ottomans right now. Venice is just gaining more and more control over the lower parts of Greece. My god. Wait, Genoa's at war with the Ottomans because I'm seeing Azov there being occupied by them. And Genoa just reoccupied it. Okay. Now, Wolf, you're very charismatic, just like every bard. Is that my class IRL then, bard? I see. think, Wolf, think. That's the thing I suck the most at. Apologies. You will see me fail on that end, unfortunately. Let's actually get back to the game. I'm having so much fun, I'm not actually playing the game properly. Whoopsies. Owned by Castile. Yes, Castile. Could I mean, theoretically, I could... Ooh, interesting. If I were to ally, say, Austria... Wolf called himself not charismatic is funny. He's actually one of the most charismatic people I know. There's a reason everyone loves him. Oh, thank you, Sylvan. Veneration of the Virgin Mary. Do we want to increase the reform desire? Well, I don't want the Papal State to hate me, so yes. Speaking of the Papal State, my good friend, would you like another? Oh, you would. Oh, lovely. Royal marriage with the Pope. That's not possible, obviously, but yeah. I want the Pope to like me because Pope give bonuses. Good bonuses. Yes, well, charisma just makes my day. Oh, thank you. The Dojin was good with Natsumi. I wouldn't know, considering I haven't seen it. Oh, free admin power. Oh, you do know how to make me happy, game. You do know. One last increase, and then I will complete my mission. Oh, God, this fucking siege is taking forever. That's Wolf, Natsumi's worst girl, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I see. Day says, is SCP creepypastas popular between British people? I'm especially interested about SCP non-Mondal. I don't personally know much about the SCP universe, but some of my other British friends I do know are interested in the universe. It seems to be an internationally interested thing in popular internet culture, at least. Have you ever been to America? No, I have not. Interestingly enough, my mother lived in America for a couple, I think it was years, 2 or 3 maybe. But no, I have never stepped foot in America. The only foreign country I've ever stepped foot in, funnily enough, is Portugal. Because I have family that lives there. And I went at the age of 4, so I remember very little of it, apart from the heat, the scorching fucking heat, which we British people cannot suffer very well. Industrial Revolution things go brrr. Yes indeed. Not good for the environment, but good for the development of humanity, I guess, yeah. La Mancha, give me more production so I make more money from gold. Yes! I love money. Money makes my economy go round. Will you ally me? No, you are not yet. That was a nasty burp, I do apologise. Does Betty have Dojins in the Forbidden Library? I feel like a kid that would be the kind of troll that would put Dojins there. No, she wouldn't do it as a troll thing. I think she just, when it comes to knowledge, she wants everything. So even, yes, even sexual knowledge would be an interest for her. I think. I'm pretty sure to pay Senator Q&A is one as well. Like, a kid that would be the one to be the very experimental, sexual kind of person. I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly or this is just some deluded thing I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's something he said at one point in a Q&A. Oh, bugger fuck. Still can't believe there's a Lancaster on the Castilian throne. Wolf, if you can't do Sunni Texas Pirate Republic, then do Finnish culture Sunni Brazil at least. My god. Wolf's charisma consists of him calling people bad words because he likes them. I do not do that, backer. Yes, I am Sundere. Nice watching you, Wolf. I'm going to continue on my reading of Arc 6. Good night. Enjoy Arc 6! My favourite arc. Ooh, 65. Okay. I do think I'm going to end the stream soon because I have a couple of IRL obligations that I need to attend to soon. But I will say, for my first proper stream, this was very, very fun. Right, I want to curry favours with Austria. Hell yeah. And then once we get enough of that, we can invade Navarra and make Castile bow before my might. Mahaha. Arc 6 made me fall in love with Patricia. I fell in love with Patricia the moment I laid my eyes on her. That's what I would say if I was in character Subaru, but Patricia is... I love Pat. Well, I do love Pat from the live readings too, yes, but Pat Roche is she's just such a endearing character, despite not being like humanoid at all. DePay is a good writer, is what I'm trying to say. But yes, no spoilers. In fact, that is a policy I want to kind of enforce over here, because a lot of my subscribers come from Hollow's channel, which is not very... Many of the subscribers are not caught up on ReZero content. So if I do have spoilers in my videos, I will give a warning at the beginning. But even in streams and stuff, I do want to keep spoiler discussion for ReZero stuff at a minimum. So don't tempt me to talk about it, because I don't want to ruin someone's experience. If I had to / could move to any other country in the world, which would it be and why? Ooh, a really interesting question. Okay. I mean, the weeb in me always thinks Japan, right? But if that wasn't an option, I think I would love to live in possibly either Austria or Germany, because they seem like beautiful countries. I'm supposed to be making an essay, but I won't leave. Well, I'm going to be ending the stream soon, so you must attend to your IRL duties, as must I. We will have responsibilities. Wasn't there an ancient library that burnt down to set us back a few years? Oh, you are talking of the great library of Alexandria, or as Arabic inspired languages would call it, Iskandria. Iskander, because Alexander is Iskander. Yes, the great library was this huge library with loads of collections of knowledge, and unfortunately it was burnt down and all of that knowledge was lost. It's one of the great tragedies of history, unfortunately. Abhishek Venkat. Wolf, I'm going to post my own video on ReZero after listening to you on the live readings. I don't mind if I get any views, but you inspire me. Oh, I really hope you do. It's so much fun, and I think you'll really enjoy it, especially if you're passionate for it and you just want to talk ReZero. Go for it, go for it. That's the best compliment I could ever possibly receive. Inspiring someone to make more content themselves. Wolf, have you watched Vivi? I have watched the first 3 episodes of Vivi. I need to catch up, but what I have watched so far, I've really enjoyed. It's probably my favourite anime this season, apart from what's it called in Japanese? Higira? Or I brought a high school girl home and shaved, I believe it's called. That one's quite interesting to me at the moment as well. What are we counting as spoilers? Nothing from ReZero, Arc 4, Where Hollow is. Where Hollow is, I think, is a safe bet. So, early Arc 5 at the moment. What I will say is that if a large majority of my viewer base ever takes issue with that and they feel like it's too far ahead in the story for them, I'm totally fine curtailing that, because I talk mostly about ReZero, but I do not want to ruin someone's experience through spoilers.